Alright guys, this is the 2-week food plot update. We here on the pear tree food plot, as you can see in the background. Like I said, it's only been 2 weeks now, so don't expect much. And this food plot, if you haven't been following the story, is a 5.2. The pH is a 5.4, I'm sorry. And I'm trying to get it established for it to grow just as well as my food plot. So but we in the beginning stage. This is the second year that I have tried to put it into a food plot, and let's look at it and see how's it doing. But first we can look at the pear tree. That's the reason we call it the pear tree food plot. These pears are getting super big. Well, a lot of them have fell off the tree on this side, as long as somebody's been picking them. But you know, it's still plenty of pears on this tree. So, but looking back at the food plot, we are here on the top side, and like I said, you really doesn't see much. I mean, you see green specks. Whatever's growing is growing pretty, you know, slow, but it's only been 2 weeks. But if we get closer here, you can see, like I said, I put the whitetail extreme seeds here, and I'm gonna let you on a little secret. I did come back and I had some winter greens, the Whitetail Institute winter greens left over from my food plot, and I come back and threw it in just this area here. So I just want to see what this food plot would do with those seeds. So if we see some tall winter greens coming up in here, that's why. Just in this area here. I didn't put any down there or anything. So but like I said, here you have to get kind of close. You can see it is growing. So we don't need to panic, because it's just taking its time. Like I said, this food plot has, well, all the food plots had a lot of rain last week. It had to rain at least 3 to 4 days last week, and yesterday and today is just the only time it really had some good sun on it. But I believe here this week is nothing but sun, so I think it would grow pretty well here in the coming up week. But if we look here in the middle, like I said, we just got the green haze, which is the beginning stages of all food plots. But if we come over here in the shaded part, like I said, the sun hits that most of the time, but the shade over here is growing way better in the shade. And of course, if we look over there in the corner, you know, it always grows better over there, because this food plot is on a slant, and that's the bottom of the hill right there. So that part is going to have more moisture than any other part of this food plot. And the actual hole here, I'm surprised the hogs hadn't found this hole, this walling hole. It's not a water hole, it's just an impression here in this food plot. I don't know where it came from, but hogs have not ever waddled in it. I don't know why, but they're around. They're just very, very skittish. You never really see them, but every now and then we'll pick up a couple on a camera or something like that. But like I said, this is not pretty much nothing to jump and do flips over right now. I'm gonna let this food plot run and see what it's gonna do, because last year I had to come back with some rye grass and throw over it to try to get something to grow out here. Man, I can do that here, but I want to see what actually this food plot will do with just planting it, fertilizing it, liming it, and putting the seeds out without having to redo it. So we're gonna go down to my food plot and take a look at that. I haven't seen it myself, so you guys would be seeing it with me as the first time. So, and I walked in the dark. Okay, meet you down at my food plot. All right, guys, we're coming up on my food plot. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm trying to keep my eyes down and look at the ground. And we're gonna look up and see it for the first time together here. That's why it's so dark, because I'm looking down at the ground. But I'm right here on the edge of it. Okay. Well, you want to see it? Here it goes. Okay. Like I said, we do have growth. Gotta remember, this is only 2 weeks. This food plot is 2 weeks old. So I'm just trying to get out here to the middle so we can see the whole deal. Alright, but as you can see, it's coming along. If you get down close to it, you can see some good stuff growing. You know, everything's probably 2-3 inches, but I think it's going to fill out pretty good, because it's over the whole food plot. I just think it needs time. I didn't expect it to be up 6 inches as of yet, but like I said, there's still a lot of moisture, a lot of mud here in the middle. And once the sun hit it for a couple of days, I'm pretty sure it'll start really getting up there, because you know, you got to give it time for the fertilizer and all that stuff to dissolve and start kicking in. And once that do kick in, I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna really jump. So I'm just trying to get back here in the back before I can see that, and not trying to step in the mud puddle. But out here in the middle where the sun hits it all the time, it's not growing as tall. I mean, it's down there, you can see it, but if you look over there in the shade, you can tell that grows a lot better in the shade than in the sun. So back here in the back, I see some green on this back hill. Man, all this is wet. Like I said, it is growing. I'm not, you know, jumping up and down type growing, but it's growing. Like I said, I just think this week it'll probably take off real good here with a whole week of sunshine. But as you can see, you know, you can see the moisture and the mud, and so everything's just super wet. Alright guys, but that's probably about it. Like I said, the food plot is growing. It's only 2 weeks old, so it's still a baby. And we're gonna let it grow up and become a nice strong man before we can hunt over it. So other than that, guys, please, if you hadn't subscribed to the channel, please do it. It helps a lot. And like we always say, we out of here. Thanks for watching.